Welcome to Pilates with Jenn. Today we're diving into a 45-minute full-body Pilates Reformer workout designed to build strength, tone your core, and improve control using a Pilates ball. This intermediate Reformer Pilates class targets your glutes, abs, arms, and posture through dynamic, one-sided sequences and stability-focused movements. No pressure to be perfect, just grab your ball, set up your Reformer, and meet me on the carriage. Let's move with strength and intention. Your body will thank you. Once you're ready, I'll meet you on the Reformer.
Hey, welcome to Pilates with Jenn, and thanks for joining me today. Make sure you have your ball, headrest is down, foot bar is up in its normal position. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna start side lying. We're gonna take the ball, it's going to be our headrest for now. If you do not like the ball, go ahead, do not use it. You can lift your headrest up. We're gonna start with our bottom foot tucked under. Our top foot is gonna be coming to the foot bar. We're gonna find our heel towards the edge of the foot bar. Toes are hanging off. Now you want to make sure that your hips are square to the carriage underneath you. Your obliques are pulled up and under. From here, we're going to take a big deep inhale. Exhale, we're going to extend that carriage out and resist it in. So our foot is parallel right now, facing the wall in front of it. And we're going to extend through that heel and resist that spring. Come back in. Taking a moment, letting your body warm up to the movement. You're also making sure that you're keeping your knee in line with your hip, that it's not falling lower to the knee underneath you. We're going to go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in halfway. Little pulses here, up and down, really working through that heel for 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it all the way out. Let's bring it on home. Let's come up to the ball of the foot. We're going to releve the heel ever so slightly. Take a big deep inhale. Watch that knee, that it's in line with your hip. Extend it out. Resist it in. So you're really trying to extend long out of that leg. You're thinking about those obliques lifted up off that carriage mat. And you're trying to stay square, hips stacked, not rolling behind you. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in halfway. Let's do those itty bitty pulses, inch up, inch down. Try not to use the bounce. Try to stop it with your muscles and then push it away. Use that breath. We got 4, 3, 2. Extend it all the way out. Let's bring it on home. We're going to come back to that heel. This time that heel is going to be externally rotated. So you naturally hip wants to open up to the back. Your job is to try to keep it stacked, heel externally rotated. Same pattern here. Take an inhale, exhale, extend it out, resist it in. So working on that interior line now. Pushing through that heel, keeping those hips square to the wall in front of you, not opening to the wall behind you. Use that breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come in halfway. We have those pulses here. Push and press. Little bitty, up and down. Try not to use the momentum of the bounce. Keep the hips squared. 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it all the way out, and let's bring it home. We're going to stay externally rotated. We're going to come up to the ball of the foot. You're going to releve your foot halfway. Obliques are pulled in. Take an inhale, exhale, extend it out, resist it in. So trying to keep that heel lifted. Now you're really fighting to keep that hip square to the wall in front of you. Make any adjustments you may need. Use that breath. We got 4, 3, 2. Feel that hamstring working, engaging to that glute. Last one, you're going to come in that halfway. We have those pulses here. Pulse them out. Yes, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it all the way out. And let's bring it all the way in. Go ahead, take your knee, bring it on down, slap that hip if you need to. And once you're ready, we're going to take that ball off. We're going to come up. We're going to change our spring. We're going to take off one red spring, leaving one red spring on. Ball is coming back down for a headrest. Readjust yourself as you may need. You're going to grab the strap in front of you. Now, I am using the long loop because this is a little heavy for a single arm. Feel free to use the short loop. Arm is coming straight up to the clouds. You're resting your arm right over your shoulder. So you can hold onto the shoulder block. Your hips are stacked. Your obliques are still pulled up and in. We're going to bring our arm straight down towards our hip and resist it up. So what I want you to think about is I really want you to think about reaching that arm long out of the shoulder joint. Instead of bringing it down, you're bringing it out and down, really squeezing through that side body and squeezing underneath those armpits. Remember, weight is just suggestive, so if this weight is not working for you, by all means, lighten it or increase it. Let's go for 4, 3. Think about that arm reaching. 2. Last one, arm's going to stay long by your sides. You're going to flip your palm. You're going to elbow press it for a tricep. Squeeze it back. Think about pulling your obliques up and pulling your belly button towards your spine every time you extend that arm long. Use that breath. Don't forget the power of the breath. It helps align the body. You're squeezing that elbow so deep into that side body that that lat is engaged and working hard. Last 3, 2. Next time that arm is long, hold it there. We're going to go with a straight arm front pull. So arm comes up towards your shoulder height. You're going to pull it back. Controlling the carriage. Again, if you feel like you want to use a little bit more here and use that short loop, by all means. Last 3, full range of motion. For 2, last 1, that arm reaches long. Go ahead, that arm comes back up to the clouds. You can bend the arm, take that strap. Now that strap is now coming towards your foot. It's coming on that top foot. You're going to go ahead, once that leg is in that strap, you're going to extend that leg long. I want you to really press, adjust yourself on the carriage, really press long out of that thigh, that leg, that hip, so those obliques are lifted up. Foot is parallel to the wall in front of you. We're going to come with a front kick, and then you're going to sweep it back. You're thinking about pulling the navel towards the spine and pulling the obliques up. Every time you pull that leg back and it reaches long, that belly button is coming towards that spine. Using that exhale, remember it's a tool, not a rule, however you breathe. Trying to keep that leg in line with the hip. Last 3, 2, keeping it controlled, slow and controlled. 1 more. Now here you're going to extend the leg up. It's going to reach in line with your knee. You're going to foot stays parallel, you're lowering and lifting. Carriage is not moving much, just lowering and lifting up and down. Obliques are still pulled up. Think about extending long through that booty. 2 and 1. When that leg comes back to parallel, you're going to go ahead, kick it back towards the foot bar. Now the leg is in external rotation. You're going to kick the leg out in external rotation and sweep it back. So now we're getting a little bit deeper into that side glute. Think about pulling those obliques up every time that leg comes long, navel to the spine. Leg at hip height, try to stay hip stacked. I caught myself rolling back. Trying to keep that foot externally rotated, getting deeper on that outside glute. We have 3 more. For 2, slow it down, control it. 1 more full range of motion. Then you're going to kick it up, line it up with that knee again. This time the foot's externally rotated. You're going to you're going to lift and lower. Woo! Lift and lower. Really feel that side glute here. Lift, lower. Leg is shaking for real. We got 4. Breathe it out. 3, 2, and 1 full one. Go ahead, bring that leg on in and take that strap off. Hit that glute. And then you can hang that strap up and we can carefully come up sitting on the side of your carriage. If your glute is screaming like mine, go ahead, give yourself a figure 4. And we're going to take that ball. We're staying on that 1 red spring. I'm just going to go ahead, stick it by my foot bar. I'm going to take my hips and I am going to move them down the carriage. My left elbow, my left forearm is coming towards in front of the shoulder blocks. We're coming into side plank. So I'm taking my hips down. My bottom leg is in front. My top leg is behind, staggered. We're going to come up, hand comes on the carriage. You're going to lift your hips. You're going to push yourself out into that side plank. Now draw those obliques in. You're reaching your hands to your hips, or your hand can stay on the carriage. We're just holding it here. Think about pulling that body up, not dumping into that arm. We're going to start lower and lifts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand can stay down. You're going to pulse it down, lift it up. Hands can come to the hip or can come to the clouds. Choose your poison. This is your workout. We got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. We're just going to isometrically hold it. Just hold it long. Neck is long. Breathe it out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bring yourself in and drop your hip. All right, that side body should be nice and warm. So we're staying on the same side of the body that we are working. We are grabbing our ball. We are staying on that red spring. I'm going to grab my strap. I am going to grab my short loop. My short loop is coming into my inside hand along with the ball. I'm going to come 3/4 of the way back. We're going to come into teasers with rotation. So draw those abdominals in, roll yourself back. Find that scoop where you're comfortable, pull those hands together. Squeeze the ball, Right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop. Squeeze. We're going to rotate towards the foot bar. Rotate towards the foot bar and bring it back. So teaser with rotation. Think about that waist rotating around that spinal cord. You're not letting the arms do the work. You're letting the waist do the work. Squeezing it. Can you slow it down on the return? Trying to take it slow, get deep into those muscles. Those obliques are starting to talk. We got 4, 3, 2. On this next one, yes, we're holding it. We're going to pulse it. We got 8, 7, 6, little bitty. 4, use that breath. 3, 2, 1, just hold it. Isometric hold for 8, 7, 6, scoop deeper. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, sit yourself up. Roll those shoulders. That ball can go back by the foot bar. I'm going to keep my short loop in my hands. I'm going to move a little bit closer towards the shoulder blocks. I'm going to take my short loop and bring it to my shin. Now I'm going to take my inside leg. I'm going to move my bottom all the way back towards the carriage. My inside leg is flat on the floor. I'm going to take both hands, squeeze my inside leg to keep my back up nice and tall. I want you to draw those abdominals in, send those shoulders back. We're going to come in for adduction, so we're going to bring it in towards our midline, resist it back. So in, push and press, and release it back. Think about pulling those abdominals in every time you pull that leg towards your midline, keeping that back tall, growing taller. So we're not going to be here too long. You got this. Think you can, and you can. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it in. And go ahead, place that strap, that foot down, take it off your foot. Now, this time I'm going to take the long loop, and it's coming to my outside foot, going to the shin. My inside foot is going to come flat on the carriage. My outside leg is going to come long. Reorganize yourself. You want to try to fight the pull and try to get that leg as long as possible. Squeeze, sit yourself up nice and tall. And from here, you're going to pull it towards the foot bar, resist it back. So now we're going into abduction, pulling it away from our midline instead of pulling it back. Yes, my leg has got the shakes, trying to control it. Breathe. We got 5 more. You got this. Last 2. Sit up tall. 1 more. My leg is shaking so bad. And bring it on in. All right, you can take that strap off and carefully hang it up for a moment. You are going to find your ball. We're still staying on that one red spring, but you're going to find your ball, and we're going to come kneeling on our carriage facing our risers. So your knees can be up against the shoulder blocks, or they can be a couple inches away. That ball is going to come in between your knees. You're going to go ahead, you're going to grab your loops. Short loops or long loops are your choice. I'm going to start with short loops. Shoulders are back and down. Your abs are pulled in. Squeezing that ball, tailbone is ever so slightly tucked. Arms starting at your hips. You're going to pull the arms back, resist it forward. I'm actually going to choke up, pull it back, resist it forward. So you're really trying to pull past your hips, but not go too far past your thighs. So you want to keep those muscles engaged at all times, not allowing them to go too far past your hips forward. Shoulders are down, growing tall. Every time those arms reach behind your back, feel those back muscles working, squeezing, resisting the return. We have 4, 3, last one. Hold it back, squeeze the ball. Maybe your knees, walk them a little together, hinge at the hips. The arms come forward. The head comes forward. You're going to bend the elbows, straighten the arms. So going into that tricep kickback, you're reaching long from the tip of your tailbone to the crown of your head. Squeezing that side body. Think about oranges underneath your armpits. You're trying to squeeze, hold them together. Abs are pulled in. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. When those arms come long, go ahead, hinge yourself back up to a straight kneel, a high kneel, and then you're going to cross your straps. I'm going to stay choked up for right now. We're going to go into bow and arrow with rotation. So I'm going to start pulling towards you, which would be my right. So pull the top one into a row, rotate, bring it back to center. Squeezing that ball, controlling your midline, resist it back. Think about again, that waistline rotating around the spine, abs are pulled in, energy coming through your whole body, squeezing that ball. For 5, 4 each side, 3, 2, last one to each side, and bring it back to center. I'm going to now come towards my short loops. I am going to come in to chest flies. So arms are reaching, palms are together, shoulders are back and down, abs are pulled in. Squeeze that ball from here. You're going to open the arms out to a T, resist it forward. So again, if you want more, you can choke up. This is fine for me using these short loops. I'm really energizing through that ball, keeping that midline tight, using that breath, squeezing, resisting forward. Trying not to let that chest pop as you open those arms. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms back together. Uncross those straps. I'm going to stay right with my hands, kind of right above the clasps. You can hold above or below. We're going to come into a little bit of thigh stretch. So we're going to squeeze that ball. Now remember, this is like a plank, so everything is straight. You're going to hinge yourself back like a straight plank. Draw those abs in and slowly come back up. Again, you just go down as far as you feel comfortable, coming in, stretching through those thighs and resisting it up, trying not to arc the back. Everything is tight and strong. Yes, my inner thighs, my thighs are talking. We're going for 2 more. Keep those abs pulled in. One more here, and then we got little pulses. I'm gonna hold it back. Can you pulse it up and back? 8. Use that breath. 7. Keep those abs in, shoulders back. 5. They could be itty. 4. 3. Keep that chest proud. 2. And 1. Slowly come on up. Whew. And let's hang those straps up. All right, we have to do everything over on the other side. So add that one heavy spring back on. This ball is coming with us. It's coming back down to be our headrest. Laying over towards our sides. You are going to stack those hips. You're going to find that heel towards the edge of the foot bar. Draw those obliques up and in. Stack the hips. They're square to the wall in front of you. Heel is pressing into that foot bar. Extend it out. Resist it in. So giving yourself a moment just to reorganize yourself. So we're gonna repeat the same thing on the other side. Think about really coming into that one leg squat, which is basically what we're doing, lying down. We're going for 4, for 2, 1 more full range. You're going to push yourself out one more time. Come in halfway, little pulses, inch up, inch down. Keep those hips closed, obliques up. We got 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it all the way out, and let's bring it all the way home. Staying in parallel on the ball of the foot. Heel is lifted. Take a big deep inhale. Exhale, extend it out. Resist it in. Think about pushing that leg to full extension. You're watching that knee, that it's not collapsing towards the knee underneath it. It's staying in line with the hip and the ankle. You're staying square to the wall and finding that full length extension. We have 4 more. 3, 2, 1 full one. Push it back out. Come halfway in, little pulses here. Keep the hips square. Pulse it in and out. Shake is real on this side. Can you make it smaller? 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend it all the way out and bring it in. Coming back to that heel, going into that external rotation. Hips naturally want to drop towards your back. Going to roll your hips forward. External rotation might come a little more forward. Do what feels right for you. Try to keep that hip down as best you can. Extend it out. Resist it in. Getting more to that side glute now. Leg is starting to definitely get fatigued. Pull those obliques up. Navel towards the spine. We're going to go for 4. Get that full leg. 3, 2, full length. Last one, come out, push it in. We have these pulses. Pulse it inch up, inch down. Work into the belly of that muscle. You should be really feeling it to that outside glute. Breathe it. 5, 4, oh yeah, 3, 2, last one. This is the hardest part. Push it all the way out. Resist it in. All right, we're going to slide to that ball of the foot, keeping that foot externally rotated. Hip is still square. Remember, close it in. Lift the heel ever so slightly. We're going to bend and press here. Trying to keep those hips stacked. Remember, adjust your footings to really feel it on the outside of the glutes. We have 4, 3, 2, last full extension. Bring it all the way in. Come halfway. Little pulses here. In and out, working into the belly of that muscle again. Keeping the hips square. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, extend it all the way out. Bring it all the way in. You can stack your hips, hit your hip. Slowly, this is where we're going to come on up. If you need that glute stretch, by all means, take that glute stretch. We are going to be taking off that one red spring. Ball is coming back to the headrest. We're stacking ourselves back up. Finding our hips in line. We're going to grab that strap. Remember, you have the option of the long loop or the short loop. I'm going to do the long loop here. I did the long loop on the other side, so I'm going to stay with long loop. Arm is reaching up. Shoulder is to stay stable in its spot. From here, you're going to lower the arm, resist it up. Think about pulling those obliques up, navel towards the spine. Arm is lifting and lowering with a stable scapula. You're not moving that arm all around. It's trying to stay in a straight line as you lower and lift it. Think about reaching that arm out towards that foot bar, reaching it long out of the socket. We have 4, 3, just bringing it up to shoulder height, not past it. 2, last full one. When your arm is down, hold it there, flip the palm. You're going to bend the elbow, press it back. Coming in for that tricep press. Obliques are pulled up. We have 4 more. 3. This is your last one. Arm is reaching long. We have that frontal pull. Arm comes up right to the height of the shoulder before the shoulder block. Push it back towards the hips, keeping it on that level plane as you press it back. Again, think about pulling those obliques up off the carriage mat, using those abdominals as you press that arm back towards your hips. We have 3, 2. Next time that arm comes by your hip, hold it there. Bend your elbow in. We're going to take that top leg now. That top leg is coming into that strap. Take that leg, kick it long towards the foot bar. Reorganize yourself. Hips are stacked to the wall in front of you. Foot is parallel as well to the wall in front of you. You're going to bring the leg out in line with the knee. Forward sweep and sweep it back. So every time you're reaching that leg long, just needed to reorganize myself. Every time you're reaching that leg long, those obliques are really lifting. You're not moving from the hip. The movement is coming from the crease of your seat and the crease of your hip. So really engaging into that glute and kicking it back. Pulling those abdominals in, stabilizing through the upper torso. We have 4 more. Leg is also staying hip height. Don't let it fall closer to the knee underneath you. Last 2. One more. Kick it towards the foot bar. Next time you kick it up, you're going to bring it in line till it's just in line with the knee. Foot stays parallel. You're going to lower and lift. Lower. We're going to try to control the carriage. So the carriage, you don't want to move it much. It's really the movement of the strap. Lowering and lifting. Leg is parallel. Really flexing through that foot. Feel that stretch through that back line. Feel those hip flexors work. Inner out, inner thigh here. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Now externally rotate the foot. Kick it towards the foot bar and sweep it forward. The toes are trying to point up. Your hips are still staying stacked. You're making sure you're not falling onto your back behind you. Remember, it can be a very, very small turnout. What you want to do is you want to fire up this outer glute. Especially if you keep the leg at hip height, you should feel it. Last 2. One more. Full range. Now when you sweep it up, it comes in line with that knee. You're just going to keep the carriage quiet, lower, lift the strap. Push the knee, the heel comes leading. Toes lead up, heel leads down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, bend that knee on in and carefully take that strap off. Again, hit that outer thigh if you need to. You can go ahead, we can come up on the reformer. We're going to take the ball, we can put it down for a little while. We are changing our spring back to 1 red spring. We are on 1 red spring, so you can put your ball, you can stick it into your foot bar. We're going to carefully come up. We're staying on that 1 red spring. From here, we're going to step on to our carriage. We're coming into long stretch. Step up on to the carriage. I like to bring my feet a little bit halfway, a little bit more, and then I may slide my feet back as I want to. So I'm today going to keep my legs squeezing together. You can keep your feet how you wish, up against the shoulder blocks, however you feel comfortable. Now you're finding your shoulders over your wrist. From here, you're going to go ahead, extend yourself out into that plank. Now think about squeezing through that center line. Your neck is long, gaze is over the platform, abs are pulled in, weight is pushed towards your heels. Now we're going to move from the arms. We're going to push ourselves out. Come out as far as you can, as long as you can hold it, and bring it in. Up over the shoulders. So really think about pulling those abs in towards the spine, really squeezing those legs together. Remember that 75% of your plank is in your large muscle groups, which is your legs, hamstrings, glutes, quads. So put the weight there. Let it do most of the work. We're going for 2 more. 1 more. Bring it all the way in, up over the shoulders. We're holding it here. Now we're going to come in from the knees. I'm keeping my legs together. I'm going to come in, tuck my knees, push it out. In and out. Coming in for knee bends. I'm really trying to hinge at the hips with that flat back, controlling the carriage, squeezing my legs together. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it out. Hold that plank. Just hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, slowly come on in. I'm going to stay up on my carriage if your foot bar locked. Just go ahead, give yourself a traction stretch for a moment. And then we are going to keep I'm keeping my feet in the middle of the carriage. Your feet can also be up by the shoulder blocks depending on how you like to do this. So I am taking my feet, I'm squeezing them together. I'm coming onto the balls of my feet. I am facing you first. My body is twisted. My arms are still in that long stretch position. We're going to bend the carriage out. Find that side plank variation. Bend the knees in and push it out. So really working into those obliques, bending and pressing. Yes, push it in, press it out, pull it in, push it out. Pull those abdominals in, shoulders strong. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, bring it all the way in. Take a knee for a moment if you need to, or I like to pull up against my foot bar and give myself a traction stretch. All right, we have the other side going into the other side oblique here. So I like my toes in the middle. I'm going to square my top body out. Knees are bent. Shoulders are strong. I'm going to bend at the knees. Push it out and bring it in. Squeeze that rib to hip. Squeeze. Yes, twisting into that rotational twist, bending and pressing. Push it out and in. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This time, we're all going to come down, take a knee, and come into child's pose for a quick moment. All right, we have a set of push-ups, but we are going to do these push-ups on our knees. So my knees, again, I'm going to have my knees coming together. I'm going to push my carriage out so I can flip my hips forward. My elbows, all fingers are on the same side of the foot bar. Hips are pushed forward, abs are pulled in. You're going to push your elbows down, resist it up. So pushing your chest down, I didn't mean your elbows, resist it up. Bending at the elbows, pushing up. Keep everything tight. Yes, reach it long. We only have 5 more. 4, 3, 2. When you come up, go ahead, scoot your hips in and send yourself back into that child's pose. And then when you're ready, slowly bring that carriage in and come up, sit on your shins. Now you can stay sitting on your shins. You can come down to your bottom. I'm going to staying low on my shins. We're staying on that one red spring. And I am grabbing my short loops. Both hands are coming into those loops. Arms are coming out to the sides. We're starting with our arms in our peripheral vision. Sitting up nice and tall, abs are pulled in. We're coming to that hug a tree, bring the arms together, resist it back. So again, pushing the arms together, resisting it back. Think about pulling those abs in, keeping that chest from popping as the arms open. You're also starting about the shoulder or the side body, not going too much past that. Going for 4 more. 3, 2, soft bend. Last one, arms open, arms come down. Flip the palms, palms are now facing up. Draw those abdominals in. We're going to serve a tray, resist it back. So just pressing those arms, you're thinking about growing tall from the crown of your head. Shoulders are back. For 4, 3. This will be your last one. Arms come back in. Flip the palms again. Arms are now coming out in front of you. We're going to reach them up and around for circles. So they're not big circles, but they're kind of like your Pilates ball circles. So just coming out and around. Shoulders are back and down, reaching those arms long. 4. 1 more this direction. When you come to the bottom, let's reverse it. You're coming up, bring them together and out and around. Pull those abdominals in. Soft micro bend in that elbow. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms by your sides. Relax those shoulders. Take a minute, wiggle them out. We're going to hinge ourselves at the hips. If you're sitting on your bottom, you can do this on your bottom. Arms are coming up into a salute position. We're bringing our diamond shape towards our forehead. Elbows are wide, pushing it away. So if the straps are rubbing, just raise the arms a little bit more. Pull those abdominals in. Shoulders stay back and down. And your gaze is basically right looking out at the springs. Little up and over at them. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. When the arms come in, bring them back by your sides. I'm taking my palms so they're facing each other. I'm going to make a fist. We're coming into punching, alternating punching. So I'm going to extend my left arm. That's my right arm. I'm sorry. Bring it in. Now I'm going to extend my left arm. Pull it in. So just alternating punches, slow and controlled. You're trying to keep that spine stable using your arm muscles only, stabilizing with your core. Hips. 5 more each side. Little rotation, I'm losing it. 3, 2, 1 more each side. You got this. Woo. When that arm comes in, go ahead, find your long loops, and you can hang those straps on the pegs. We're going to go ahead, step off to a side of your reformer, doesn't matter which one. You're going to find your ball, grab your ball. We're going to take our inside leg, whatever side you're on. Now my foot is not as quite as far up as it usually is with an Eve's lunge. It's a little further back, but not quite as like a scooter. We're gonna hold the ball here. We're gonna go ahead, knee is off the carriage. We're just gonna go at stand, bend into our standing leg, straighten the leg on the carriage, coming into that lunge. So just lowering and lifting, bending and pressing with the leg on the floor. Leg on the carriage is quiet right now. Most of the work is coming from the stability leg. Try to keep that knee over that ankle. We're going for 4. Squeezing that ball, stabilizing through the center. We have 2 more. 1 more. Hold it out. Now squeeze that ball, hold that leg quiet. I want you to hinge forward and hinge it up. Hinge forward and up. You're really working that stabilizing leg. For 3, 2, 1, hold it down. Extend the arms out. Can you pass the ball behind and reach? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that carriage on in. Woo. And go ahead and shake that leg out. Take that ball, stick it underneath your foot bar, add 1 red spring on. Take a step back up onto your reformer. I like my feet here into the middle of the carriage. 2 red springs are on. My heels are pushing down. My toes are lifted. I'm going to find a long arc from the hinge of my hips. My gaze is going to be in between my inner thighs. From here, toes are lifted. You're going to push the carriage back, draw those abdominals in, pull it under. Yes, coming into elephant, it's more about the stretch, feeling the back leg stretch, pulling under the hip. The deeper that you can get in to that elephant, the better it may be. I'm trying to keep my neck up so my mic doesn't go out on me. We're going for 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you push it out one more time for me? Can you just pulse it in and out? Pulse it in and out for 8, 7, 6, 5. Can you scoot more? 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it all the way in. Go ahead, take a knee carefully. All right, we are going to be taking off a red spring. So we are back to 1 red. Grab your ball, come over to the other side of your reformer. We have that single leg work to do on this side. My outside foot is coming up, but not as far up as in an Eve's lunge. And it's not exactly in line with the knee either, like as in scooter. So somewhere a little bit in between. Leg is going to reach long on the carriage. Knee is up and off. Hand is coming to the ball. From here, you're bending and pressing through your standing leg. So bend it down, resist it up. So you're trying to keep those hips square as you bend and press. Knee is staying over the ankle as you get deep into that one-legged squat. Really extending through that hip flexor. Squeezing the ball. Last 3, 2, 1. You're going to hold it down, hinge at the hips. Now the leg stays straight. You're just going to hinge it up and down. Stabilizing leg, working, try to stabilize that whole body, really push through that leg on the carriage. Squeeze the ball. Everything's engaged. We have 4, 3, 2, I don't 1, hinge it down, reach the arms long. Go ahead, reach the arms around and forward. 8, actually that's 7, 6, oh, I'm gonna lose it. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and slowly come on in. I was trying to fight a cramp. All right, go ahead, have a seat on that carriage. Give yourself a glute stretch if it is needed. And then we actually are going to stay on that one red spring. Ball can come with you, actually. And go ahead, let's take the one leg, bring it to the platform. Other foot is going to come to the shoulder block. We're going to come in for a lunge stretch now. This is not a working stretch. This is a lunge stretch. So I want you to extend yourself out to what you feel comfortable. Then from here, you can extend this front leg. If you have the ball and you want it a little deeper, take the ball, stick it under your knee. Go ahead, push yourself out, extend yourself forward. It gets a little deeper into the stretch, and it's a little nicer on the knee joint. So go ahead, think about pushing your nose towards your knee, really stretching that side out. You can push the carriage in, push it out again. If you have the flexibility, your foot could be on the foot bar. For me, this is just fine. Let's go for 2 more. And then from here, slowly bring that foot on in. Carefully bring that knee behind you. Take the ball out from under that knee. Foot comes to the platform. Get your first stretch first. I like to lock my toes underneath the headrest, especially if I put the ball underneath it. And then you can go ahead and stretch it out. Remember that ball underneath that knee makes the stretch just a little bit deeper. I'm going to be a little gentle with this one because this is my bad hip. Okay, it feels okay. And push down into that knee. You can get just a little bit deeper into that hip flexor. Bring it in. It's also just a little bit nicer on the knee joint. All right, heart rate should be coming down, stretching those legs. Let's go for 1 more here. And carefully bring that carriage on in. Bring that foot back to that knee back to the carriage. We're done with our ball. You can take the ball, put it on the side. I am going to come sit towards the edge of my carriage here, just facing you, parallel on the carriage. We take our hands, we're going to reach them up towards the clouds, interlace the fingers, extend the head up, draw the abs in, and bring the shoulders down. Just trying to create that length from the waistline to the tips of the fingers. You can uninterlace, bring the fingers towards the tip, towards the ceiling. Maybe just wiggle them just a little bit. Maybe alternate from side to side, reaching up out of those shoulders. From here, I want you to open the arms, drop them to a field goal position. Give yourself a little bit of spinal extension. Also a chest opener. Bring your hands together. Let's do 1 more opening out, extending through that chest. Bring those hands back together. From here, just bring one hand down to the carriage mat. Other arm comes out, brings up to the clouds. Come over for a lateral flexion, bend into that side of the body. for that oblique stretch on that side. Bring it back up towards center. Bring that hand down. Other hand can come out and then up. Reach up and over. Drop the elbow, get deeper into it. Really open up that side of the body. Drop the ear. And bring it back up to center. From here, go ahead, roll those shoulders. And thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this class. And like always, please like, comment, and share. And until next time, I'll meet you on the Reformer. Bye.